Emotional health, the health of our emotions. And let's take a look at how we can classify emotions and how that emotions helps us build a good lifestyle. Here we understood emotions are our feelings, and emotional wellness is a way of being so in a healthy way. Feelings plus healthy gives emotional wellness. For that, achieving optimal emotional wellness, we need to know what our emotion is. What are emotions? Emotions they are our good indicators of our feelings. That's the definition by Maurice Elias. They are good warning systems of what is going on around them. Okay, emotions are more reliable indicators. They show when we are really happy, it manifests as joy. When we are forgiving, we manifests as accepted feeling. We are aware. We are angry when something goes against our conscience. We are sad when we are depressed. So it shows that when we are rejected, our response to it, when we are surprised, and how we look when we are fearful. There are many such varieties of emotional feelings and how they are manifested. For example, anger is one, and it manifests as annoyance, and the more involved anger shows up as rage. Likewise, and anticipation, in a broader sense, it looks as interest, but when it more in a intense level, it is vigilance. Joy can go up as serenity, or when it goes down in a hard sense, it becomes ecstasy. Trust becomes acceptance, whereas trust in a deeper sense is admiration. Fear becomes terror. Fear in a good sense becomes apprehensions. Apprehensions are good. Surprise in an intense sense, it's amazement. Surprise is a kind of a distraction, that's all, slight one. Sadness becomes grief, whereas sadness is pensiveness in a higher level. Disgust becomes loathing. Disgust becomes more boredom in a higher level. So these are all contempt level, remorse level, disapproval level. You can see that beautifully classified. Anger is annoyance, whereas it's rage, like that. It's aggressiveness, optimism, love shows serenity, and acceptance is love. Acceptance and apprehension is submission. Apprehension and distraction is kind of awe. Distraction and pensiveness, disapproval. So this is the way we can bridge our emotions with respect to our feelings. Emotions are our feelings, and hence, if we appropriately combine these feelings in a healthy, strategic approach, it becomes wellness. We'll look about wellness later. Okay, how do they do that? I mean, our day-to-day feelings has to be converted into creative energy. Okay, greed is not bad, but greed exceeds. Yeah, it's them become very obsessive. Whereas if it may also foster creativity in a creative level. Okay, jealousy is good, but in a good context of fostering competitions. Jealousy, instead of it, if it goes in extreme sense, it may become little more obsessive. Fear, the good thing about fear, we get into apprehension. That's a creative way of converting a good emotion into a good healthy way. Okay, anger is not bad, but anger becomes bad when it becomes rage. Okay, so let's see how we can beautifully convert this feeling into a wellness approach using Ashtanga Yoga in our future videos. So what does this mean to you? For example, let's see how we can see one good thing. The feeling can be a controlled feeling can mean to you in a social sense. In the sense, so it will manifest as the ability to share your feeling to others in a positive, healthy way. Well, how we can always assess where we are in a periodically, like in an external environment, in a future environment, in an internal self, within ourselves, and with our past transactions. How much we go about denial, commitment, exploration, and resistance. Denial is we may go through, but we don't want to identify with. That is denial. So commitment is, this gets into more as a satya feeling, where we accept and go forward and implement good things. Exploration and resistance, we don't want to change. Sometimes certain feelings becomes good for change, but change is resisted by all of us because of the homeostatic feeling within us. We are fighting our biology, overcoming our limitation of our biology for evolution. Okay, so let's see how yoga helps us in winning over our homeostatic condition. That is the game. So we always swing between stability, immobilization, anger, depression, acceptance, everything. We won't be in the same phase. If we say like we are going to be there on the good sense forever, it's not a real situation. Okay, in reality, we have to swing between our feelings, and eventually we get a lot better, or better in control. So acceptance leads to happiness, reframing leads to achievement. This is another perspective. How to reframe every idea into a positive perspective. Okay, this kind of reframing approach helps us look at what is happening in a positive way. That's called positive looking. If whatever happens is only to reform or refine us or evolve us to the next level. Okay, so acceptance is, instead of being in denial, oh, it's not me, it's not for me, or I didn't do it, rather say, hey, it has happened, and let me boldly accept it and go forward, changing or implementing new ideas. So events can be reframed. It could be, first it results in shock, anger, denial, memories, acceptance, letting go, all those things. Slowly we have to reflect, introspect, and reframe them in a perspective within us, so we grow with it. Those days have gone where they were only talking about it affects our heart, body, mind, and all. But now the research has clearly shown, the body atlas by a group of researchers wonderfully shows where we feel happiness and shame, exactly inside our bodies where we feel them, shame and happiness. You can take a look at it. When we are angry, the top portion of the body is all agitated or active. Fear, overall spread out. Disgust, you can see it's more on the throat. Okay, happiness is on the head, body, and everything is actively involved. Sad, we get the chill feeling. The blue things show the chill. Surprise, when it's only more on the eyes. When you are neutral, we are totally not cold or not hot. Anxiety, yes, anxiety is about lot of cold feelings, and centrally in the heart we get that activity. Love, overall body is involved, and depression, chillness everywhere. Contempt, look at that, not much but in the eyes. Pride, the upper body is involved. Shame, the eyes are involved. Envy, the head is slightly involved. So this is a beautiful mapping. What part of the body is chill and hard during different sensations. So our target is to convert all these good feelings in a healthy way, so that these all contribute to our growth and happiness. Let's see that about emotional wellness in the next video, and more about emotional health coming up. Please sign up.